No, actually, no cap. I capped too, because my first favorite rapper was Nelly.
Mine was Ja Rule and
Ludacris.
I will say Star Trek, like Pharrell and Police, and just the whole Star Trek is a big part of my childhood, and just like being able to venture out into new topics and staying original, and like even just the futurism, like Afrofuturism, I love that. Even when he did his solo album, like that was my shit nonstop. Like my mom played it, I played it, like it was lit. Like Pharrell is one of my big influences. I definitely say Young Money. I remember my uncle, I want to say he gave me The Drought Was Over 3 when I was
niggas be playing about Young Money, man.
When I was of age, that was, and granted, it wasn't Young Money yet. That's just Wayne.
Yeah,
but I couldn't say Wayne without saying Nicki, because like Nicki's a legend, period. Yeah. But like I want to say The Drought Was Over 3. I played that shit every fucking day, and I know I was so young. My mom did not want me to play that shit, and I just like love that shit and how he ripped every fucking track and how he ripped everybody's tracks. Like he be taking people's songs. So definitely Wayne. And I say for my last one, I just say like a lot of black divas over time. Like from the 70s, Betty Davis, like she made legendary music, which was funk, to Lil' Kim, Nicki, Foxy Brown. Like it's so many like legends in different genres, like black women who kind of like really came through and shut shit down. Like they definitely most likely inspired a lot of like things I do, and just like paved the way for me to have a more liberated like stance in music. So
yeah, Lil man, I don't remember mentioning Lil Wayne because I didn't mention him on my list, but I feel like he influenced me so much I don't even think about the influence. It's just like
it's just there.
I am that nigga, like, you know what I'm saying, like when it come to rap, like that was it. But y'all creative process, you know what I'm saying, let's talk about that. Do y'all prefer like quietness? Do y'all work with a whole bunch of people in the studio? Do y'all record? Do y'all write before you get to the studio? Are you an in-studio writer? You know what I'm saying? What is your creative process like when you're creating your music? Whoever wants to
I'm gonna let you know that Wayne was my first favorite rapper.
Oh yeah, Wayne was my first favorite rapper?
I'm lying. He wasn't my first favorite rapper was fucking Ja Rule. But
no, actually, no cap. I capped too, because my first favorite rapper was Nelly.
Mine was Ja Rule and
Ludacris. I fucking loved Nelly, nigga. I thought he was that nigga. No, Ja Rule was that nigga. Don't get me wrong.
Ludacris
was that nigga too. Don't get me wrong.
He was so animated, but like I loved Wayne so much that he made me feel like before I decided to start rapping, he made me feel like I was a rapper.
Yup.
So
Yup.
like, that was that. But
you be in the mirror acting that shit out.
I didn't even start rapping because of an artist though. I started rapping because I thought my nigga was ass at rapping.
Facts.
Literally. But you're saying, how do we like making music?
Yeah.
I think that is something that an artist has to figure out. I don't think that's something that you just like, oh yeah, I just like doing shit this way, because the more that I've been making music for going on like almost 10 years now, bro. So it's like we've been knowing each other for almost 10 years. So it's just like I feel like now I have so many different types of songs that I like to make. I attack each one differently. Some shit I can do in the crib. I'll be cool doing in the crib. Some shit I want to like spend a lot more time on. Some shit I want to go into a certain type of studio and do. Like it just depends, because I be making rock songs, rap songs, like alternative rap songs, like mosh pit shit. Like I be making
that's low key why I asked you, is like because I know you make a lot of different music, so I'm like, do the process depend on the type of record, or is it the same process either way?
For me, now it does.
Right.
Because I've learned, like, you really gotta, like, I feel like making music is like dating for real. Like,
that's a fact. No, I agree.
I feel like you really gotta try a lot of shit
before you figure out what
you sound good on, figure out what you enjoy doing the most. Like lately, I've been wanting to make more rock music. I really ain't even been like rap beats ain't even really been exciting.
They ain't been handing you like that. Yeah.
Like the most exciting shit in music right now is like a lot of alternative shit. Like people blending genres. Like that's the most exciting shit in music that I see going on right now. That's what I've been making.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's how I feel about it.
I ain't mad at that. I feel like I was talking to 3 in the podcast before this, is I was telling him like I said, I've been making music like 10+ years, but I'm just now feeling like I'm good. You feel me? Like I'm just now feeling like I know, like, yeah, go ahead. And that one. Any studio I walk in, like I feel like I can do my thing, like no problem. Like I didn't feel like that before. I'm just now starting to get like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm weak. I'm just now starting to get like that. But your creative process, how do you write? How do you cook up?
I literally just listen to beats in my Honda.
Okay.
I will write it and I will record it on the Fairlight app. And then once I have it like to the point where I can spit it, then I go to the studio because time is money and I usually go by myself. And so for me it's just always rehearse, and then studio is like performance for me because I'm just not in it as often as I probably should be. So but as I'm learning, I just got some tips from you. I just am investing in my own studio, so I'm sure it's gonna change if you ask me in 3 months now what my process is.
I will ask you in 3 months. I'm gonna remember that.
Yeah.
What about you?
It's all different all the time.
Yeah.
But recently I've been loving just going into a space and creating something in that space because it's, especially with the producer, because it'd be like different vibes in different studios and shit, and I kind of just love feeding off the energy and making something new and fresh, especially if it's like I said, like the engineer is the producer and we can kind of collaborate in that way. Like before I would kind of do the same thing, like rehearse, and I still do sometimes, but recently since it's been more collaborative, I just like kind of go write shit how I'm feeling at the time. I write a lot, I guess, when I'm irked and angry.
Yeah.
It's not good, but it's like music is my biggest, I feel like, stress relief. Like when I'm irked, and art too, but music really, like when I'm pissed off, I'll write a song quick as shit. Like I'll just go in there like, all right, bet. And yeah, so
someone just said that like a few weeks ago on the podcast. Someone just said the same thing. Like when I'm mad as hell, I write the best shit. I forgot who said that.
We negative.
And I think it was a female.
You ever had
it was like Mad Trauma. I think that's
song
what it
about
was.
you?
Huh?
You had a girl write this song about
Hell
you?
yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm fucking weak.
Hell yeah.
But
There's probably one out right now.
It wasn't a hit though.
Okay,
Yeah,
it probably
it was
was.
whack. It was whack. It was whack.
It don't even have to be angry.
I reported that shit on SoundCloud. I reported it.
I'm weak.
No, I'm just like.
I'm weak. But yeah, mine don't always be even an angry song. Sometimes I might be talking about some whole different shit, but something. It's like art. It's like making a paint, and like it might have been something that influenced me that got me started, and I'll turn it into a whole different thing. But yeah, like recently I've been more on the spot, but I like sitting home by myself too. Like I used to really get anxiety when people was in the studio with me. I like it to be personal. Like this is just me. I don't want to feel like nobody else is there. No, lately I really don't give a fuck. I just like I want to make it right there. So it kind of fluctuates over time.
I used to be like that where I only wanted to be in the studio myself, but now I feel like I record better when I got an audience. I ain't gonna cap because I feel like I be performing, like you know what I'm saying. Now I be like putting on a show, like I want y'all to see how hard I'm really in. You know what I'm saying?
I never had anyone in the studio.
Yeah, but I also
I only unnecessary.
No, that's what I was about to say. Also, it only be like team niggas, like it be niggas that rap too, or like niggas that be under my label or shit like that.
Like, song, it don't even really be niggas that rap with me. Like I literally will go to the studio with the people I'm making the song with, the engineer or somebody that's tracking me that I'm bringing tracking me or whatever. Because I really engineer my own sessions, but I need somebody to track me.
My engineer be there, videographer be there.
Unless you're collabing, I just feel like it's not really needed for you to be there, or you like a critical input. But I don't really have that.
You know, a videographer or photographer, like I'll have niggas documenting shit, but like,
that's I feel like for me it's just like I like niggas around me that be working. So like if I'm in the studio and I'm working on something and I like come out in the hallway and my nigga there and he working on a verse, like that shit, like it inspire me, like it turn me up. Or if I go like to the next room, my nigga in there editing the video, like it made me go back, like oh I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, like it just amp me up a little bit, you know what I'm saying.